This is part 2 of the recent video about removing brand new drainage in a house in San Diego. This was installed about 2 weeks ago, and this is a good example to talk about the current stormwater regulations. This is a brand new curb core installed, and this is how they exited the drain. So I mean, it's not everybody knows about the stormwater regulations, but basically specifically requires for bioinfiltration. What that means is they want the water to stop here and absorb into the soil, and then the overflow goes here. Part of the issues with the job, as we uncover and reveal the different things, is this exit point. You know, the guys did it where it ends here. It's a water trap, so the whole thing's full of water. More on removing this brand new drainage in San Diego. The contractors brought the drains to the curb and did a brand new curb core. And you know, on these joints, again, they're not watertight, so they're not taped, but this also has negative slope, so the bubbles on the high side here, so that means this pipe's running uphill to here, so the whole thing's full of water. And then it's supposed to have bioinfiltration at the drainage point, so we're gonna fix that up, and then I'll show you what that was supposed to look like. Some of the corrections we've made to this job are basically doubling the width of the trench and the depth of the trench, adding clean out basins, electrical for the sump pump, installing sump pumps on either side of the crawl space, lowering the average depth of the gravel trench. We're installing crawl space ventilation to help deal with the moisture, and running the downspouts into clean out basins instead of directly into the French drains, so that the debris from the gutters doesn't go straight in. This shows one of 2 sump pump installations. I like to route those downspouts straight into the pumps. Generally speaking, I only do duplex sump pump systems. That's where 2 pumps are set up to operate at the same time in a heavy rain. One is set higher than the other. So this is the main workhorse. This is in reserve, or it will buddy system in a giant rain. Check valves. And then correcting the drain termination point. This is in violation of the stormwater regulations, going through the curb to the street. So there has to be bioinfiltration where the pollutants from the roof and the driveway and such can route in and absorb and filter into the soil before it exits. So the curb core can act as an overflow. It cannot be the main discharge point. And also the pipe coming in had negative is lower than the pipe exiting the street core by about 1.5 inches, so the whole thing is full of water right here. This shows the drainage termination point done with bioinfiltration exit. This is the overflow. So this will have sand and gravel, a little bit of concrete to protect this water in here so the dirt doesn't wash out so much, and then the curb core acts like an overflow. So it's not legal to run the pipe directly to this. It has to do this. This is new stormwater guidelines. And as you can see, water's going in there, so it acts like a filter. And you should only see water coming out of the curb in a pretty good rain. This shows the layer of river rock on top of the sand with the filter exiting, or the strainer that exits to the curb, tape joints, overflow to the landscape. Rapid set concrete is poured in a circle around the gravel to protect the overflow and to protect the water meter. This is our completed installation with the sump pumps, French drain with the 6-inch cleanout basins. All the soil was removed, replaced with gravel. The exit point for the sump pumps is a bile infiltration. It takes 15 gallons at least before water starts coming out here. And then French drain on the other side. There's crawl space, fans in here. They're set up to help dry out his crawl space. And that's a wrap.